What do I do?
We're already having a spiritual moment at all times. What do you do to take it to the next level for yourself?
Absolutely. Over the years, I have developed specific rituals that I use to help myself tap into my highest spiritual form. And generally, I've learned to use the energies of the day, use the energies of the night, use the sun, use the wind, use the earth, use the air, stillness, etc. And it pretty much goes like this. I wake up in the morning, get up, drink water, usually I'll take some kind of multivitamin. I fell off my diet a little bit. I used to be a lot more strict. But typically it's all centered around marijuana. Absolutely. I generally roll up.
Basically, don't eat food.
Yeah, exactly. During the day,
we never eat food.
When the sun is out, the sun is highly energetic. Exactly. Yeah. So I generally don't eat in the morning. I'll drink water. I don't eat.
Don't break the fast.
Don't break the fast. I don't break the fast until nightfall. That's very good for creative. I get the most of my hardcore creativity done during the day. So I'll smoke a blunt, and then I experience these things called binary beats. So the entire time I'm rolling a blunt and smoking a blunt, I have binary beats going on, which are these specific isolating tones that you can use to, kind of shift the frequency of your thought. So you can get into an alpha frequency, a theta, or a delta. I'll play around with those depending on what my main objective is, if it's to write rhymes. Alright, so basically to get through a whole blunt, it takes about 10 minutes. And then directly after that 10 minutes is done, I'll turn on whatever beat I was writing to, instrumental I was writing to. Or if I'm attempting to rehearse, I'll turn on, whatever song I'm trying to study. And pretty much it just kind of predisposes or prepares your brain to create, to be free. It's kind of like stretching before you work out, or doing vocal exercises before you sing. It's a great precursor to the creative process of coming up with these rhymes, which are really, for me, creativity is about taking two extreme polar abstractions and finding a creative way to bridge the two. So my focus usually is on the building of the bridge, of taking two things that are highly, the best way, I keep using obscure because that's really what it is, random. And I'll just find a way to connect them in a way that I hope no other human does. You know what I mean? And that's what makes it dope. It's kind of like the same process a comedian will go into to tell a great joke. You can, in a way, relate to certain things. If they're like, yo, don't you hate it when you're going to take a shit and the water's too high and your dick hits the water and you're like, oh shit, and then it hits the side of the toilet and another guy's dick's been on that, and then you take a shit and it splashes up and hits your ass and it's so uncomfortable and you're like, fuck.
Yeah, that's when we went on a road trip and listened to nothing but comedy.
Yeah.
And you and your friend Pat, who's a good rapper himself, you guys were like you were seeing how comedy was so closely related to rap.
It is. It's like rap is like stand-up comedic monologue, but with rhythm, and it rhymes. Which, if you think about the process of rap, I mean, it's really downplayed a lot. People really just take it for granted of actually what's going on here.
Yeah.
We're taking a beat which has a specific BPM or tempo. You're taking a thought process. You're writing. You're rhyming. You're staying within the time signature in the beat sequence. You're using different inflections and vocal tones and rhythms. You're staying on beat. You're staying on topic. Sometimes you put in metaphors and triple, quadruple entendres. If you're me, you're using multisyllabic rhyme schemes, which is the ability to rhyme and line up every syllable in the sentence, and the more skilled you are in that, it is a direct measure of how dope you are as a rapper. It's like one of the only measures you have, because of course everybody has different tone, different rhythm. Some people rap fast, some people rap slow. But if you can put together really complex rhyme schemes and multi-syllabic rhyme patterns, then that kind of shows where you are cognitively. People don't really talk about that, but that's actually what this is.
I could vouch. He does do a lot of work to do what he does, and you can tell.
Yeah.
You can tell that
Absolutely.
you're just work behind this. You take it very seriously.
Definitely. But that pretty much sums up the daytime part of it. At nighttime, I do less hardcore specific thinking and more randomized thoughts. So it goes from me, like let's say I'm writing about a song about my childhood. If I'm writing a song about my childhood, then I have to be in chronological order. I have to talk about things that directly correlate to my childhood. I'll get that done during the day because I have the energy of the sun. My body is more awake, vibrant.
It's giving you so much energy.
Exactly.
We did the sun gazing.
Yeah, sun gazing, all that. It's like being hooked up to the charger.
Yeah.
You know, at nighttime when the sun goes down, this is when, and I'm a moon sign, I'm attracted to the nighttime. Generally, I stay awake to the wee hours of the morning, 4 or 5 o'clock typically, because the silence of the night after 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning is perfect for meditation. I take advantage of that every night. So I'll get out here, I'll smoke a blunt. My last blunt usually at 1 to 2 o'clock in the morning. I don't smoke in the house, so that's why the porch is so heavy. I spend about 8 to 9 hours a day out here.
So the spirit world, the veil's opening up.
Yeah, exactly.
At that time.
So smoke the blunt, same process, binary beats. This time I'm more in a delta state, I'm more in a meditative, astral projective state. And from there I go into extreme random thoughts. So it goes from me rapping about something as specific as my childhood to me saying, I got the nostrils of an anteater. I'm a man beater. And I'll write that down no matter what. And then from there I might be like watermelon. I saw your daughter selling. Write that down. Cat, dog, rat, frog, fat log. Write that down. Tampon, Tampax, Camrons, Anthrax. Write that down. Different aspects. Ass, pecs. Write that down. Write that down. White, black, clown. Mic, track, crown. Write that down. And I'll just keep doing this process, right? And I'll just keep writing these extremely abstract, obscure things. Then when I wake up in the morning and my mind is back energized, now I can put the puzzle pieces together.
Yeah.
All these gifts that the cosmos gave me in random thought, because these things happen so fast and so invisibly, you're not exactly sure that maybe there's an entity that's throwing these random thoughts for you for a reason. So now my creative process is shifted to trying to find a way to braid these thoughts together. And that's when you come up with dope jokes, dope ideas, and it's just really the setup, man. And in a way I'm giving you the Philosopher's Stone right now, but it still takes work. I don't feel like I'm losing my job by giving people this knowledge. That's what Uncommon Shaman is about, is teaching people and passing the knowledge on so other people can live more spiritually and in resonance to nature and overall positivity.
Truth of themselves.
Truth, exactly, as close to it as you can, because truth is like a slippery fucking piece of soap or something. The moment you think you have it, it slips out of your hand. No, and that's not in reference to the prison, where you get raped if you drop the soap. Essentially, it's a great metaphor for life.